Hairdressers podcast starts now. Featuring Matt Beck, Christina Cavalcanti, Brian Hare, Drea Boland, Thaddeus Boland, and Justin Scott.
All right. Hey guys, this is Matt Beck from FreeSalonEducation.com, episode 87 of Splitting Hairs. We're getting so close to 100.
It's almost here.
This has got to be one of the longest running podcasts in hair history. I don't know that.
I mean, it's the longest running one that we've done.
In this room.
I have it right.
About hair.
Yes.
Starring us.
Ever.
I have to talk to Josh and see how long. I don't know how long his podcast was, but this is long. That's a lot of weeks.
Our podcast is longer than your podcast.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in right here on YouTube Live. And those of you that are on Periscope Live, Periscope is fun, new thing. You're in every hairdresser's life and everyone else's life in the world. So that's pretty cool. So follow us on Periscope, Free Salon Education. Also, we got Brian Hare here, who's about ready to log on. Drea Boland.
Hey.
Justin Scott.
Hi.
Christina Cavalcanti. And Thad.
Hey, yo.
Thad Bolandized. Drea just had a birthday.
It's true.
Yeah. Monday.
It's true. I'm not lying.
It's official.
Yeah, she's already started her countdown for next year.
I have not. I'm still in my birthday season.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Dre.
Hey, thanks, Brian.
All right. So what did you do for your birthday?
Actually, it was pretty low-key. My family came up from D.C., and we just hung out, enjoyed each other's company.
Nice.
And to get dinner, and that was it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Short, sweet, simple.
Yeah. Did Thad get you anything nice?
He did.
What did he do? What did he get you?
He got me a fabulous cake that
It was a not mint.
it was a not mint chocolate chip because I kept reminding him of what cake I wanted for my birthday, and he said, if you remind me one more time, I'm going to get you mint chocolate chip.
Okay.
And she kept saying
And I kept reminding him because
What kind did you want?
salted caramel.
And what did the cake say?
Tell me one more time.
Say it one more time.
Say it one more time. Yeah, so, well, he didn't give me much faith considering he told me that he forgot my birthday was coming, so
Nice.
I had some concerns.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, and then he had.
Can we turn this down, actually? Are we still doing the intro music?
We're still introing.
Oh, okay.
I told Thad to leave it up a little bit, so we're finding the happy medium.
Justin's just never happy.
Yeah. I thought Justin would like metal music in his ears, but he likes soft sounds that I've now realized.
Soft sounds.
So, all right.
He wants the Yang Yang Twins whisper song in his ear.
Right. Okay, so thank you to Millennium Systems International. We're headed to Arizona this week. Those of you that got your tickets for the Millennium Experience, looking forward to meeting you guys. And if you haven't gotten tickets, I think you're out of luck at this point. I mean, it would be pretty intense to go buy a ticket and get there. But we're going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona. And if you don't have tickets, get on to Free Salon Education on Periscope. We're going to be broadcasting live. This is actually a test because all the interviews that we do, we're going to do them live via Periscope while we film them at the event. So I figured out how to, and I haven't seen anybody else do this yet, figured out how to run sound into Periscope.
This is going to be two firsts. One, going live at the Millennium Experience with Periscope, and two, we're testing something out before we do it.
Yeah, exactly. So I hope it's working, and those of you on Periscope, you can let us know. That would be great. I'm going to listen back to it, but we figured out how to run microphones into it, and basically the whole board so they can hear us.
It's Periscope Inception right now.
Yes. So that's pretty cool. Then demandforce.com/free salon education. They just sent me an email today. I'm going to be making a video, but they finally have the integration with Yelp done.
Oh.
So now you can book appointments for your salon through Yelp. And actually, Mickey Bullock posted today how much he loves Demand Force. So it was cool to see him say that because, we talk about it a lot, but to hear somebody else say it is pretty cool. And I was just putting together, and I actually wanted to share this with you guys.
Aww.
Have you guys looked at the reviews of our salon lately?
No.
Yes.
You have?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm the one who checks Demand Force.
Oh, so you can see it. All right.
I see it, yes.
There you go. You have a heads up on everyone. So I just wanted to read a couple of these because honestly, I was preparing for a webinar that I'm going to be doing with American Salon and Demand Force coming up, but I was looking through our reviews, and it just makes me happy to see we have all 5-star everything. We have 46 5-star reviews that we've gotten in the last 4 months.
Wow.
Via Demand Force, and it just talks about all of you guys. So we have, who is this with Brian? Okay, so my experience was great as always, great service, clean salon, friendly employees, plus Brian did an amazing job on my hair. Couldn't be. Yes, that happened. And then, as always, Drea did a great job, nice salon, and nice people, which always makes it an enjoyable experience.
Does it say who did it?
Sometimes.
Like who wrote it?
Yeah, we have Emily G, who wrote yours. And then we have John O, wrote yours. And then, who else we got? I'm looking for Thad. I don't see any Thad in here.
Aww.
I'm just kidding. No, there's definitely a Thad.
No, it's actually part of my favorite thing to do in the morning now, is look at the Demand Force, because I start with reading the reviews first, and then I go to responding to requests. But
Okay.
it's a great way to start the day by looking at a bunch of positive feedback.
Yeah. And and this is one of my favorites. After months of cancer treatment, I was anxious to have a normal hairstyle once again. There wasn't a lot to work with, but Justin worked his magic and left the salon. I left the salon feeling fabulous. I love Salon Gratitude, and my appointment with Justin was just what the doctor ordered. Thank you for lifting my spirits.
Wow.
That's from Gina.
She's such a sweetheart.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just so cool. And, and I look at Google, right? And we all want reviews on Google, but it's like you just don't get them. We only have 7 reviews on Google, but we have 46 reviews.
It's because we keep hanging up on the Google phone call.
Yeah,
The Google
I don't know
representative.
How many times I've yelled at them.
Right. So really cool. Thank you to Demand Force for, allowing that. Thad, there is some in here for you. All the other ones are you.
Oh,
So
His is on our website. I think there's a.
It's 44 Thad reviews, and the rest are just us 3.
yeah. Yeah, there is one of that on the website. You're right. So it's just so cool to see that and to go through it. So thank you to Demand Force. MinervaBeauty.com. I was waiting for an email back, but I have that special video with them together that has a little discount code. So that'll be going out. So be ready for that if you want to order some new stations like these. Actually,
fantastic
these
stations.
specific stations, you'll get a discount on that. That's coming up. And that's pretty much it. We've been working with Super Silk. We did that shoot a couple weeks ago. I've been working on the video for that nonstop, and we have some cool footage put together. So there's some new videos featuring all of you guys coming out, and it's going to be on the new launch of the Super Silk website, which will be coming out hopefully next week. So
That's awesome.
yeah, it's pretty exciting. There'll be a whole professional section, and it will feature us doing the Super Silk treatments on there. So that's coming out. I think that's about it.
That's about it.
And I'm still waiting on Mizutani. You asked me today about the FSE scissor. I know. So I think that they're coming. I have to connect with them this week and figure out what's going on. But I definitely want to connect with them.
It's funny. About halfway through the day yesterday, I looked over at Justin. I'm like, you know what's coming soon? He's like, what? The gold shears.
Yeah. I'm excited. To obviously offer them to people. So that's coming up. Anything else going on with you guys?
Lots.
Lots.
We have a whole show
Always.
of stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
So we have
goings on.
We have things happening.
We have news with Justin Scott. He's got some good stuff. We got Drea's tresses, and we overloaded it. We have a
Yeah.
lot, and I didn't even get a chance to teach Christina about the playlist thing, but I'll tell you about it. And then Brian's got FSE Social, which he asked a cool question today, and we got a lot of feedback. And at the end of today, we have an interview with Donald Scott, the creator of the carving comb, and Donald Scott NYC. A lot of really cool razor products. So that interview will be at the end. We did that interview in Orlando, so we have footage from that.
Delicious.
That is that. So let's kick it off with the news with Justin.
Boom.
Yes.
And now, hair industry news from Justin Scott.
So official. Always official.
That will always make me laugh.
It'll always make me happy. It's so intense.
Yeah.
Oh, today, tank top. It's a new one.
Oh. A wolf?
Nice wolf on there.
All right.
Feel a little vicious today.
All right.
We have some stories.
Actually,
some fun stuff.
So Justin showed up on Monday to film a couple videos,
Jesus Christ.
and
It's so warm in
it was
here.
hot in here. I know.
I didn't know the videos were posted until today because I wanted to be like, I don't want to wear the same tank top. Let me see what I've worn so far.
Right.
And I see you posted them, and I looked at it, and all I could think of was like, I am the exact definition of moist. Yeah, it was just a gross look. And then I paused it, and it looked like I was just stoned out of my mind or something, like because of the face I was making.
Right.
Wearing a Dare T-shirt.
Yeah, that's always nice.
I was gonna say, was it worse that video that we shot was it last summer or 2 summers ago? The balanced bob. That 2 summers ago.
Didn't
When
the air quit working?
Yeah, the air conditioning wasn't working.
I forgot
And
about
we're-
that, actually.
And we were sitting here like
Oh,
dripping.
yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, that was
like,
bad.
I was pausing while we were doing this
Like-
and like,
Brian was like, "Hold for a second. I'm gonna give you a towel."
Yeah.
Because you have sweat dripping.
Yeah, it was summer. We had lights on, and the air went out.
Yeah.
And
oh my
We
god,
still filmed it.
I would have been.
It's a good cut. It worked out.
It was a fantastic cut.
All right, but yeah, so it was just really funny because when you came in, he brought 3 different T-shirts to film 3 different videos, which
Worked out.
worked out.
You know.
It looks like you've done one every day.
And it was in a 10-minute span.
So if you haven't seen Justin's videos, check them out. But
Yeah,
all
go
right,
check 'em out.
news
Everybody.
time.
News time. So we have some pictures. Can you bring up the first picture of the gentleman with the beard? Okay, this one is really cool.
Wait, there's more than that because there's a gentleman with a green beard.
Okay, this is the gentleman with the 2 ladies, the suave coat, and the beard.
Okay.
Thank you.
A suit, maybe?
Huh?
A suit?
Is he in a
Yes,
suit?
but it looks like a velour jacket,
It's nice.
right? I want that.
That's
like
real
it.
nice.
So, I got this article and this fantastic photo from courtesy of Modern Salon. Thought it was really cool. Schwarzkopf is going out there and kind of honing in on the male clientele. They're calling it a barber in a box.
Okay.
So they're pretty much sending out there everything you need to do as a salon to kind of get that barber feel, that barber knowledge, and kind of details that barber clientele. But the way they're going to do the whole thing is they want to make it so it's like Ron Burgundy meets the most interesting man in the world, and that's like their whole PR. So I saw like that photo and another one on here, and it looks really funny.
Okay.
And the concept seems really cool. It's been going on for about 1.5 years now. They've been working on this, but this character, this persona, this whole barber in a box thing, it seems like it's gonna be pretty funny to see where they go with it
Yeah.
and see how well it works out. Because, like I said in the one video, like men are coming into salons now,
Who's
looking for barber cuts.
Maddie Conrad is a hairdresser, right?
I
They're
believe-
saying it's Maddie Conrad, and I'm not sure who.
He's
I think
he's
Matt Conrad is.
yeah, he
is a
works
stylist
for
for them,
Schwarzkopf.
right?
He's a men's grooming ambassador.
Okay.
That's his title.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So yeah, he is like doing this whole
I
persona.
can't see the
which is really
picture
cool.
either. I don't
I
know why.
can't
It's
either.
not on my
You want me-
thing.
Really?
Yeah, everybody can see the feed, right?
I don't know. Mine's paused.
Okay.
He's
Mine's
an
paused
international
too, but
platform artist, educator, hairstylist, photographer, master barber, and the list goes on.
no, we got to get him on here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially after that picture.
I was gonna say that photo's fantastic.
Right.
Can we get him here in the building?
You want him here, Drea?
Is that what you want for your birthday?
Yes, that's what I want for my birthday.
Okay. I've never seen Drea go so forward on anything
Really?
like
Wow.
that. All right, I'm uncomfortable.
Between the whispering.
The thirst
Yeah.
is real, Matt.
Yeah. All right. Okay, next.
Next, I don't think we have a photo for this one. We do not, because I didn't bring one. Wait, maybe I did. Bear with me. Do we have a photo of products sitting on there
Yeah,
anyway?
a bunch of products.
bunch of
Yeah, we
products?
have that.
Yeah. Okay, let's pull that up. This is a British brand called Chill. I don't know if it's Chili or Chill, but it's Chill. And then
Looks
an
like candy.
asterisk. They're coming out with a ton of new colors and color products like color stiff shampoos. Almost like it reminds me of Pravana, the
Okay.
way they're branding themselves. But like the colors that they're bringing out looks like I would love to try them.
Okay.
They don't look like your basic blue, orange, pink, and then do a whole line of pastel this, and it looks like a whole wide variety of just off colors that you try to make once in a while. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about the Chill line.
Okay.
Yeah, so this should be coming in the UK, the US, New Zealand, Australia, across Europe pretty soon, within the year. So
Sweet.
be cool to try those out, do some new fun colors. I know Brian's probably itching to do some of those.
On other people,
Of course, yeah.
not myself.
You don't want any fancy colors?
No. I hate
Don't want
fantasy
fancy
colors on
colors.
myself. I don't know why I keep doing it.
And the last
You've
photo,
done it since I met you.
I know,
Could
and
you
I
bring up-
always hate it.
my stressed out photo. You like that one? Courtesy of Google. So, again, another article I found very interesting was job stress at the salon.
Job stress?
Job stress, and I've been trying to find an article about this for a while now, and haven't found anything with a lot of like key points or any statistics.
When did this article come out?
This article
I was gonna say,
came
didn't
out-
we just have a
We
news
just
article
had a
saying
whole
the
conversation.
opposite?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
There was an article.
No, we were
the
saying
opposite.
how stressful the salon industry
Yeah,
is.
that
I
was
know,
last
but,
week.
but there was an article saying just the opposite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when did that come out?
This came out June
Yeah.
22nd, 2015. So what this
Oh.
pretty much states is that the job is stressful because of many factors, and it kind of hits on them really nice. But it kind of points a finger at the owner, operator, boss of the salon more than anything else.
Okay.
Because they're just such horrible people and usually just such slave drivers. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey.
But yeah, no, it's usually most of them are commission-based jobs. Most commission-based jobs are going to cause more stress than anything else because what do most people stress about in this country, this world, is money.
Right.
So you want to get that most money per hour, so you take on those extra few hours every day, and it just builds up and builds up. So this article is pretty much focused towards the boss to kind of be proactive. If you see like your staff is feeling anxious, irritable, depressed, loss of interests, like problem sleeping, they're exhausted, stuff like that, like be proactive to trying to help relieve the issue and don't let it continue.
Okay.
Which I've seen more often than not where the boss just makes it worse in almost every situation. You know, you're fatigued, you're exhausted, your work isn't up to par with they're used to seeing, so they get on your case about it rather than trying to be helpful with it.
Right.
So, that's another reason why I wanted to bring this article up because we did
I think
talk
that's a good
last
thing to
week.
talk about. So, as stylists, if you feel like you're feeling that way, what do you think would be something a boss could do that would make you less stressed, or like if we're looking at that kind of situation?
I think it would be talking about ways to make more money.
Right.
You know, would it be, do we need to work on your timing so that you can get, shave off a few minutes here and there to get more clients per day?
Right.
You know, do we need to, I don't know, go whatever route it would need to be able to produce more money because it's a commission-based job. You know, boss can't just sit down and be like, here's more money.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly feel like in this industry, you should be seeing growth nonstop.
Yeah.
Like if you start to flatline, then you really got to figure out what's going on.
Right.
Because this is an industry where you really can grow all the time, and
Right.
you should be growing all the time, I think. And I see too many times people get frustrated too quick because it doesn't mean that you're going to grow quickly, but I think that first like year or 2 years, it's a slow climb, and then when you get to that third year, you have a lot of people talking about you. And I think that's what, even with like social media, FSE, different things, when you look at a growth pattern, when you have 5 clients talking about you as opposed to 75 clients talking about you, it's a whole different thing. The word is spreading differently, so I think you have to be patient in this industry. And some people are going to grow faster than others, but you should always be growing. So if you see a 5% increase every month, that's okay. I mean, you're growing at 5%.
Right.
You could figure out ways to grow at 10%, but you might not, like, you might grow at 20% and you might grow at 5%. It's just there's different types of people out there. You know what I mean? So I think when people get stressed out about money in this business, there's so many different opportunities. I mean, you've traveled through the channels.
Yeah.
All of you have, actually. You've all done education. There's different things that you can do to boost up your income. So I think the years of 10 years ago when you had big platform artists up on the stage, maybe not telling the full truth of what this business takes to make $100,000 a year, there's a lot of stuff you have to do.
Yeah.
It's about a lot more than, it depends on where you live. If you live in a small town like New Hope's, we're lucky because people will pay a good amount of money to get their hair done.
And
So-
it's a growing community, like always.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah,
too.
constantly. But if you look at other areas, they might not be growing or flourishing, and you might not be able to charge as much. So maybe get into something else. expands what you're already doing and makes you, inspired.
I also think creating that bond with your guest in the chair that you have
Yeah.
is going to help tremendously with them referring their friends, their family to
Right.
you. Get involved in the community, go out, hang out where you want to see your clients from,
Right. And when you're looking to be inspired, it doesn't I understand, like, a salon owner isn't a person with a bunch of answers. There's communities that are built now. I mean, look at the fact that there's a ton of people on here right now chatting with each other and asking each other questions. Like, you have more to be inspired with than the old days of looking just for your salon owner to make you busy. Like, there's a million ideas. Now, you should feel good about the salon owner. Like, you should feel like you want to work for that person. But in the end of it all, I think we've written too many articles of just like, this person should do this, and not showing how many opportunities are out there. And I hope that people can start to have that feeling. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, not even that, but people need to focus more on like just the whole energy. You can go into a job and be bummed out because you're not making money, but if your guests are in good energy, your coworkers are in good energy, as bummed as you may be about and stressed you may be, you can only be so stressed, but being around such positive atmosphere, it kind of brings you back up.
Yeah.
So, I feel like the owners have to take that into consideration too. And like I know you probably have the weight of a million things on your shoulders, but I never see you come in here stressed out.
Oh, I come in here stressed out all the time. Are you crazy?
I understand that, but you come in here, you brighten the whole place up.
Well,
no matter what atmosphere is in here.
I think you have the wrong owner who does that.
Yeah, hold on. I don't
come
want
in
you
here
to
and strike
suffocate
fear into me.
underneath Matt in that seat, because
he has a lazy eye. He's actually looking at you. But no, I get what you're saying, and I appreciate that.
I'm
And
kidding.
that's, I think, like,
I think it's a full circle.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been in so many shops again where like you go in, you're bummed out because your book's empty and
Yeah.
nobody's trying to help you, and then or you're going in, the clients are starting to book and it's a slow time of year,
Right.
but then your boss is still looking at you like, why aren't you making me any money?
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
and that's just gonna add a ton more stress on your shoulders.
And that's what you would never want. And that would be, I know, me and Christina's goal. It would never to be to walk in here and be like looking at you guys for why you're not making us money. Like, I would never, that was never our goal of opening a salon, was to be able to look at a staff and think we were going to make money off of that staff. That wasn't what it was. It was, let's create a space where people are happy to work in. And then, and I have a million things going on, and Christina does, and all of you guys do as well. And we've even felt, a stress. There is stress that happens in the workplace. It just happens. And I think we've all over the last 2 months kind of ridden that little line. But I think what makes it different and what's so great about what we have here is when you look at the reviews that we just got on our website. Everybody talks about the team and the people here and the experience, all of that stuff. That's what they're talking about. And then they throw in their stylist name. But it's not just Brian did this and Brian's so cool and I love Brian and I go there for Brian.
Right.
They come, a lot of our guests come because of the people and the environment. So if somebody comes in stressed out, let's say Justin gets pulled over for the 900th time on his way to work and gets his 900th ticket.
And first ticket.
He comes
Matt's
in.
away, like doing something, and then Millennium shuts down, and I have to
Yeah,
get on the
and I'm the
computer,
only one here by myself.
And me and Justin aren't computer nerds.
Exactly.
So
Right. So, but when somebody comes in stressed out, we fix it, and everybody's not. And like, that's, I think, the key thing is figuring out that to be a successful workplace and to create that experience, it's not just about the way you do hair and the products that you sell and all of that stuff.
we all take our pills in the morning.
Exactly.
That's really what we do.
Exactly.
You guys got pills?
Take our pills in the morning and we drink our beer at night. But what are you going to do? But that's the thing. And I'm glad that article came up, but I think it's, and I hope that kind of made sense. I was all over
No, it does. But I mean, I feel that we are that once in a blue moon salon.
Right.
I think all of us have been in those salons where it's just like, I hate everyone here.
But I feel like
But I think
and-
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I think everyone genuinely wants to be here.
Oh,
you know?
of course, I know. But I'm saying that I've been in shops where I've been with people who want to be there, but the owner doesn't take ownership of everything, or it's just a bad vibe of the place. And I feel
Yeah.
it's that one hole in the wall where, oh wait, no, that can happen. Like that's not normal.
Right.
So that's why I brought that up.
right.
But yeah.
Awesome.
That was a fun conversation.
That was a fun conversation.
See, I can bring up things we can all talk about.
Stop doing that.
I look at life through rose-colored glasses.
Now we're all doing it. I like to whisper too.
What does that even mean? All right, ready?
Nobody knows
Or-
what it means.
For
But
Wait,
it
so
sounds
Christina,
right.
so there's gonna be the guys with the green stuff.
Mhm.
If you double click on that right now,
Yeah.
it'll pop up a bunch of pictures,
Okay. You want me to do that?
and then you can click through them from that box up there, and it'll show up on the screen. I don't know why it did that, but there's a million of these pictures. So,
Okay.
all right,
There's-
trending
Ow.
tresses with Drea.
Get the 411 on celebrity hair changes. Here's Trending Tresses with Drea Boland.
Are people still on Periscope?
I don't can't see it.
Low battery. It's plugged in.
Is it plugged in the right? Is it good?
The phone probably can't keep up with the
Sure.
power of Periscope.
All right, Drea.
All right, sorry.
All
Drea.
right. So, do we want to do the green pictures first?
You want to?
Sure.
Yeah, why not? So this was fun. Brian showed it to me a little bit earlier today. So we've talked about before the mermaid hair trend, and now it's being picked up with for men, between their hair being different rainbow colors of greens and blues. Some of them are purples, and pinks, but it also goes with the facial hair too.
Man.
It's interesting.
The little pictures are up here, but they're not on the when I click.
So when you click the arrow over, it'll change it.
Oh shit.
Is it up on the screen?
They're up here, but they're not coming on. They're
Here,
not.
I'll come over.
You can talk about what they're doing, then I can.
Yeah,
flash
so
through
it's
them.
just all the same mermaid trends for women's hair is happening with men, and I thought it'd be fun to just kind of go through and look at them. Some of them Brian and I were discussing that we liked, some of them not so much, but it's quite interesting and you can get pretty creative with them.
I'm all about it. I like
Yeah.
it. Even if it's just like doing the hair color on the head. I just thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Something different.
I think the one was really fun because it was not only the beard, but it was the eyebrows as well, and that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
But
Oh wow,
yeah, they're interesting.
the beard with the purple hair.
Yeah. And then I have to say my favorite one was probably the platinum blonde hair with the blue beard. I just thought that was really funny.
I want to find him.
You want to find him? Well, they had all their Instagrams on it, so I'm sure we could find out something. All right. Did they go through or?
We're good. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going through.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
yeah. So they were fun.
I want to see more people doing this. The mermen.
I think Justin should grow out his beard again, and we can do his.
I believe there's a phrase for that. It's called "not a snowflake's chance in hell."
Well, you know what? You were talking about how much you loved your beard, and you missed it. So let's do something fun.
There you go.
Justin, I put your beard on a milk carton.
I'm giving it a purpose in life.
I'm
Have you seen this beard?
all right.
If so, call this
Alright.
number.
We are not coloring that beard green. You got to put your foot down somewhere.
Oh, I wouldn't have green. Of
Yeah.
course, I do blue or something.
It would match his car.
Yeah, that's my car.
All right.
We could do purple.
Next.
Okay, next we have Amelia Clark. It's the double-sided picture. And so she just recently chopped off her hair into a nice, fun collarbone bob, just above the shoulders.
Say collarbone again.
Collarbone?
Oh, you said it really cool the first time.
I don't know how I said it, but okay.
We'll watch it.
Okay, can we focus?
Jeez.
Okay.
All right.
So it's a little bit shorter in the back, and it just gracefully becomes that A-line bob. I like that she has it a little bit curled in the front compared to having it smoother and straighter throughout the rest. So I thought that was fun. I enjoy that a lot.
I like it a lot.
And then Jenna Tatum also has an A-line bob. And I love this shot. It was from Jen Atkin Hair because it just shows the nice progression straight down. And I thought that was fun. But
Yeah.
it still has a lot of texture, and it's taking a blunt bob and giving it more texture and movement to it. Giving
Yeah.
it that messy look.
I like that. I just feel like we've seen it so many times now. It's like that's
It's-
becoming like the Victoria Beckham. Like,
Yes.
I mean, it is an evolution of that, anyways. But it's like, if I have to see one more of those,
Well, I think this is why.
Then what?
Are you
Finish the
gonna-
At
are-
least
are-
like
are you
Jennifer
quit this
Aniston
industry?
isn't
Are
coming
you
back.
going to cut it into a pixie?
Jennifer Aniston,
I said at least the Jennifer isn't coming back.
the Jennifer.
The Rachel.
Oh, the Rachel?
Sorry.
The flip?
I'd rather do the Rachel than that.
No, you wouldn't.
We
Well,
have
I
a
think
video
what's so
on it.
easy
I
about
know.
these is that it's as soon as these celebrities decide they're done with their short hair, how easy is it going to be to pop in extensions? into
Extensions,
this?
bye.
Yeah,
That's what it is. It's a very versatile, simple style.
nice.
Then this just in this morning, or minutes before the show started, Ellie Goulding has pink in her blonde. It just appears to be a
She's
couple
so
streaks.
cute.
I love her.
I love that it
too.
matches her lipstick. I thought that was really fun.
Maybe it is her lipstick.
Maybe they just decided to put her lipstick in her hair for
Rough
fun.
night.
Instead of doing chalk, they're just using lipstick now.
Yeah.
She's getting lazy.
I mean, it adds texture. It's a product as well. But
It's a product as well.
I don't know. I would not
If you
want
paid for this, it is a product.
It's a product. Hairstyling product. But so that's fun. So we have another person to add to the pink hair trend.
Okay.
I love pink hair.
Okay, and so this happened on Monday, and this has been caused an absolute uproar throughout the social media. North Face.
Your birthday was not an
Northwest.
uproar through the social
North
media.
Face.
North Face. Northwest Face with makeup has caused a lot of drama. So this picture from a photo shoot got posted onto one of the makeup artists' pages.
I think she looks so pretty.
I think she looks adorable. Like how I remember being a kid and going into my mom's makeup drawer and playing with it all day long.
I think she looks bored out of her mind and she just wants to go play with her toys.
She's got her dad's face like that.
That I kind of agree with that, but
But so
but she
people are
probably isn't. I don't know.
I don't know. I just think like little girls like to dress up for photos. Like
Yeah, but no kids
She
ever want to
Kanye
sit
as
still.
well.
I feel like she has a lot of makeup on with like no emotion whatsoever.
Yeah, no,
And
I
it's
mean,
like you're a child. You
I feel
should
like
have
if it-
lots of emotion.
that's it. That's what I
It's
said.
Kanye's kid.
Leave.
She's making that face that Kanye makes in all of his pictures.
Oh, is that?
I say leave the innocence of kids. If you want to have a kid put makeup on, let the kid put their own stupid makeup on. It'll be silly all over their face.
I
This
agree
just
with
looks
you.
stupid, and I hate it.
Whoa.
I
have-
just
all right.
think-
I have the anger towards this that she had the love towards the man box,
Okay.
the barber box. That's how much hate I have to this.
All right.
I noticed she only has one ear pierced. Interesting.
That is interesting. Maybe one fell out.
Fake
Maybe.
photo.
That's
Yeah.
$3,000.
She didn't have any makeup on.
She's not even real.
All
I
right.
just think it's very entertaining how upset people are over this.
Yeah. Like us.
She looks so
How angry I am.
Like how
like all of us.
like how
I'm
Justin
actually not mad
reacted
at
to
it.
that.
I know.
How Justin reacted to that is
How,
thousands,
How everyone.
thousands of comments. Have been.
We will find Kanye. We will cut his hands off for allowing this.
You know what though? As soon as you move on to the next story, I'm over it. I don't even care.
Okay, let's go. Can
I
we
was
go
gonna
on
say
to the
we're
next one?
done.
Okay, moving on.
That's it?
That's
moving
it.
on.
That's trending tresses.
Thank
All right.
God.
So,
Who's the guy with the black eye? Or whatever that is.
oh yeah, somebody put a guy with
Oh,
an
I
eyeball.
did that one.
What's that all about?
It's Zachary Quinto put that up. I mean, I know it's not the hair on his head, but he put that up to let everyone know that he's begun filming the next Star Trek as Spock. So he got the Spock shave done in his eyebrows. I was like,
Nice.
that's a cool way to let everyone know what's going down.
Yeah.
That looks like painful. There's a lot of eyebrow that's not there. And
Yeah.
it just looks like it's going to be rough growing in.
You think that was waxed?
I don't know.
It looks too stubbly.
I
No
think
matter
they
how it was
shaved
removed.
it,
Yeah, it
but,
looks
like-
shaved.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They use the Donald Scott what's it called?
The groomstick.
Broomstick.
Yeah, you could even take off your grandma's whiskers.
The DX. No, that's,
Grandma's whiskers.
That's how you know.
I
it-
was watching them while
Yeah.
you were editing.
I was editing the Christina's in the bathroom getting ready, and I got it cranked up in the room, so she heard
So
the
then
entire interview.
Put music on. I'm like, is this bothering you?
All right, cool. So that's exciting. We have FSE Social. We got some cool stuff with Brian. So let's.
do you want to
that.
go straight into that first? Or
All right.
Yeah,
While we're-
social.
So
While we're
let's do
on-
social, and then we'll do that right
Okay.
before.
Whatever.
What's happening on FSE social media? FSE social media. Submit your questions to Brian Hare on our Facebook community or by using the hashtag #FreeSalonEducation. Free Salon Education.
All right.
Yay. All right. So I put up a question this morning. that I thought was just a good. It's a topic that I've had with some of my guests, and I thought it would just be kind of fun to throw out there, see what you guys think, ask around the room, see what you guys think. And it was just, would you rather have a guest that sits in your chair and says, I don't care, do whatever, or a guest with a very specific laundry list of requests and demands for their hair? Because what's funny, like me personally, when my guests sit down and they're like, oh, I know you really just want someone that's going to say, do whatever you want. I'm like, actually, I kind of love it when someone comes to me and they're so specific. They're so, like, with this crazy list of things. To me, that's a fun challenge to sit there and try to tick as many of those boxes, still do what I need to do, and still make them happy. Like, because when people say do whatever, I feel like they don't ever mean do whatever.
They don't.
They really don't. And whenever I have a client who asks that, I'm like, as long as you mean do whatever I feel like, then that's fine. But most of the time, it doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
Right.
Do whatever you want that I like, but you can't know what I like until you read my mind. You're bald, you can do that. Bald guys all have that power. So
See, I can appreciate doing. I
Let me look
appreciate
into my
both
bald crystal
scenarios. It's because it's a little bit more of a guessing game, but through a great consultation, you can kind of figure out where you're going with it. You can look at somebody and you're like, we see hundreds of people all the time. We can be like, oh, I really think if we should bring the length up here to you, and that's a great way to start a conversation. Or I could see you with red hair, or I could see you with blonde, or let's richen you up a little bit. Like, you're washed out. Like, I think there's different ways to guide that conversation.
You're washed out.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I told a woman that, and she's like, thank you so much
For letting me know.
Yeah,
Right.
basically, like sometimes you have to be a little bit more tactful, but
So you'd rather have the person that says do whatever.
I can appreciate both of them because I do agree with you that it's a
I think,
challenge
Matt,
to figure it out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think you'd rather have the do whatever.
I like to do whatever. The
Yeah.
only thing I hate more than anything
But going
is,
with how Drea just said,
Yeah.
where have an idea of from a consultation. Right.
Yeah, but like so then I'll tell them my thoughts and what I want to do, and then I'm like, so does that sound good? And they're like, well, I mean, do you think? I'm like, yes, I just told you. You asked me what I thought. I told you what I thought, and then
are you sure?
so every time that happens, I'm like, really? Like, that's what? So I like when they say that, but it makes our job harder because you really do have to figure out. If it was somebody that said, do whatever you want, like a mannequin head, and then I get to really just go in and play, and then at the end, they have no, whatever. Or it's like a big makeover situation, and they say, do whatever you want.
Right.
Like, that's really fun.
But I'm thinking more the extreme of when you're sitting there and you're just, it's like pulling teeth, getting them to give you like any kind of direction. Like, are you here to have like a trim on this hair, or do you want it cut all the way up to your chin? Like, I just give me something, please.
I would rather go
Game.
with I would rather go with the do whatever, because usually the people I get with the checklist, they have every opposite end of the checklist. I want a long short bob with short long spiky hair. Like they give me the exact opposites as they're telling me.
Oh my God, I know.
Those are the type of people that I get with the specifics, and then I just want to hang myself.
So
I'll take the open-ended, do whatever you want.
So our big thing to sum this up, what do you think is the best way to talk to someone? Like, let's say somebody wants to do whatever. What would you do in that consultation? What are some things that we would
I think
ask?
it's going to be different for everyone. Because my way of getting them to say, okay, you don't want whatever, I'm like, don't say whatever unless you mean whatever, because that could mean an orange pixie.
Yeah,
right. And then they go, whoa, no.
Yeah, I'm like, if you give me parameters, give me colors you don't like, give me cuts you don't like, and then I'll go from there.
Right.
I think
I like to have them check off the stuff they don't like.
Okay.
that's a good
Because
one.
that I feel like is easier to move forward.
Yeah, that's good.
I also like talking about what their actual lifestyle is.
Yeah.
Right.
What do they
That's
have
kind
time
of personal and none of your business.
for? Not in that direction. But
Take it.
How much effort they're going to put into their hair.
no,
Exactly.
how much effort do they put in their hair? If they have 4 kids all under the age of 8, like they're
Just
not.
like, they need
What
to
do you
stop.
weigh?
They
No.
probably have an au pair.
Blood
It's
type?
Fine.
What'd you eat for dinner? What do you drive? I want to know everything.
All right. Anything
I mean,
else?
sometimes you need to get that.
I just made
personal.
a nice video of 4 points that you can do to
I know.
leave any of these.
I know
so
all
just
those
throwing it out
too.
there.
Yeah, those are good
Justin,
points.
those were hilarious.
Yeah.
You like the outtakes?
Christina was cracking up
I
last
was
night.
cracking up. And then I'm looking at you. I'm like, Justin could be like our child. Because No, never mind.
No, you got to finish that statement because it's just open-ended
No, we
and
were
weird
looking
now.
at. We were just like, he kind of looks like the Beck, like kind of looks like his side of the
Like
family.
my family side.
And then
like
you kind of look like
my dad's side.
Like you could be a mix of our child. We were just thinking.
Hayden's my little brother.
Hayden's got a lot of brothers.
All right.
Matt and Christina put you up for adoption years ago.
Before they even met.
I never would have done that.
All right, so we got some great feedback on the Facebook post as well. I just want to throw a couple out there.
Okay.
May Rose Harner said, if they're regulars, it's nice to have the option to do whatever because they already know their lifestyle and what works, going like with what Drea said. If they're not regulars, then it can be exciting and frightening at the same time, not to mention challenging if you don't know their hair. Again, going back to it, big survey beforehand for sure. I rarely take on new people, so my guests aren't really involved anymore. I just do my thing. Mickey Volek said, I prefer do whatever, but I make sure to ask questions so I get an idea of boundaries. And everyone else, I mean, we had some good stuff. And what's funny is I feel like I'm skirting around the next topic that I wanted to go over so much. It's time to just move into it.
Jump in.
One of the comments on Justin's video, the one that he just did with the 4 consultation things, we had somebody leave a comment that I think is a really great chatting topic for us. Carolyn Clark says, great video. Developing a rapport with the client is key. In a seminar years ago by Dr. Lou Laskonski, suggested sitting face-to-face with your clients for the consult. Towering over them and looking at them through the mirror can be intimidating for the client, so my coworkers and I would sit on our cutting stool at eye level and get the information that way. I highly recommend buying his book. It was the most important seminar I ever attended. Dr. Lou was a psychologist, and because he kept hearing from his clients, well, my hairdresser thinks I should do ... He needed to find out what it was about the relationship between hairdresser and client that made people comfortable enough to tell us intimate details about their life. Turns out that it's all in the touch. Outside the medical field, we are the only professionals that are legally allowed to touch our clients. He eventually gave up his practice to travel with his book and teach. Which is funny because I was just watching a movie yesterday and they were going on about how the whole thing, their therapy was going to the hairdresser, and the hairdresser in the movie was Stifler's mom, Jennifer Coolidge. And she's like, first of all, as a hairdresser, I'm sitting there like, she's not holding her scissors right. She's like, somebody could have just taken 5 seconds to make her at least look semi-convincing. And she never says anything. They just sit there and complain, like each one after another, and she never says a word. And at the end, they're like, thank you so much. You're so good at that. And she goes, it's a gift. It was funny.
I have to say I really agree with sitting face-to-face with a guest because we had, at a salon I worked at before, they had individual hair studios, but they had a lounge where people sat waiting for their appointments, and there was couches and chairs. And we would actually do consults out in the lounge area with your guest. And being in that comfortable face-to-face environment, it just made things go a lot smoother.
Yeah.
People opened up a little bit more. It didn't so much become more of a guessing game because they were looking at you, not looking at themselves in the mirror. And I think it makes a difference.
We should totally have a consultation room with like serene, with like couches, and we can just sit and look at each other.
Only talk like
Yeah, I'm gonna give all my consultations like this, Matt.
So what are you thinking about doing today?
Hi, I'm Justin Beck, and I'm gonna do your hair.
No, but I do think I have heard the look face to face. I think it's. We were talking about this earlier. When it was brought up. I think, like for somebody like me, I am so uncomfortable staring somebody right in the face, like to talk. I love talking through the mirror to them, but I think it's all about how you go about it.
Yeah, I think also there's something to be said for when you're standing above them and talking to them. It's a confidence thing too, don't you think? Yeah. Like bringing that emotion into it. Like Absolutely. As the stylist, I think you have like a confidence and a controlling like there. And not that you shouldn't be saying the truth, but it makes you even more believable. And you know what I mean?
I'm usually multitasking too because a consultation's awesome, but you can
You're,
sit
like,
there and have a
touching.
guessing game of what their hair is going to do rather than what do you like about your hair as you're going through the
Yeah.
consultation. When I used to teach, I would tell my students, in the state of New Jersey, if you start a service, legally, you're not allowed to end it until you're done. So you start a service, you find some critters up there, you can't just kick them out the door. They could sue you. You have to finish whatever you started. So that was also
Even if you find critters?
yeah, because you were supposed to do a proper check first. Multitasking.
Oh, okay, I see
quick
what you're saying.
salon, you know, a salon where your book's full, your consultation as you're standing above them, talking to them through the mirror,
Right.
where you're just talking to them, you're going through their hair and you're checking. You're using your brush, you're using your hands.
You're looking for critters.
You're looking for critters. So I mean, like that, I feel is multitasking where you're not making them feel inferior to you,
Right.
but you're making them feel more comfortable about you touching their hair as you're talking to them about it. I
Yeah.
mean, that's how I do all of my consultations.
And that's what I said. I said, I could see Brian sitting on a cutting stool having a conversation with somebody, but I couldn't see that.
I probably
Like,
wouldn't
I
do
fe-
that, but what
I also don't
what I do
do it-
is I do elevate the chair.
Doo-doo.
You went there. All right.
I do elevate the chair so that there's not as much of a gap in between the two
Yeah.
of us.
Okay.
So
Well, I have to.
I've noticed for me,
likewise, you're 2 inches taller than me.
Right.
it's one of those things. It's a case-to-case thing. Like, I don't normally sit down with them, but if it's something where I feel like I need to, I will. Like, if it's somebody who's maybe a little bit more nervous about whatever you're about to do,
Right.
or if you want to make it a little bit more personal, like I've had, like when I have, like a lot of my post-chemo clients, like they'll come in and rather than having them sit there and project volume enough to bounce off the mirror and come back to me, like I'll sit down so they don't have to be real
Right,
loud about
exactly,
it.
yeah.
So it's like just kind of us chatting and it's fine. Or I'll do it sometimes with like wedding consultations or if someone's trying color for the first time, just because it kind of I feel like it just gives the way I present, I feel like it gives a little bit more of a relaxing, like
You're very intimidating when you're standing up.
no, but it's like it's okay, trust me,
No, I like
it's gonna be okay.
I like when they sit. I like to sit on their lap and put my arm around them and discuss their hair. I mean, that I think is the best way to do it.
But if you look at
Santa. Santa, this is what I want to do to your
but I completely agree with you. I think that there are cases where you do it, and that's what this business is all about, experience. Like,
Right.
So over the years of doing it, you just figure out. You can read somebody right away when they come in, and as you
that's a
start
huge
to have
part of
that
our job.
conversation, as you start to have that conversation, you go, all right, well, maybe they're nervous. So what am I going to do to make them less nervous? So that's it. Just experience, and I think that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Experience, yeah. So.
Yeah.
What
Good
else?
talk, guys.
I think
What else we
that's
got?
I
Good
think that's
talk.
pretty good. We
Okay.
got good. We got social. We got socialized.
All right, cool. So we have one more thing to do. So
Well, we have a couple more things.
we do. We got to get somebody call. So let's start the calling.
yeah.
What's the
Uh,
number?
I was gonna say, where's the phone?
Phone number. It's there, Thad. Do you find it?
I got it.
I put it somewhere around there.
hell is
844 FSE live. Call in if you want to spin the wheel. We're not playing Pong tonight.
Spinning the wheel.
We're calming it
Old
down a bit.
school.
So we're going to spin the wheel. So if you want to spin the wheel, 844 FSE live. Call in. That's a smart move, Brian. Put it on the chat. And then we also, Thad, do you want to get that ready? And what else?
And I'll take a bear.
All right.
The face you guys are missing right now is
87
fantastic.
episodes.
Christina,
That-
do you want a grizzly bear or a black bear?
Microphones pick up your voice. That's what that thing does.
Sip got
A
his
broken
button.
bottle of beer, apparently. Thanks, Thad.
Oh, jeez. Don't open that one. Sip got his buttons that we sent out.
Yay.
They made it all the way there. So that's pretty cool.
You now have to wear those and climb a historic monument and take a photo with them on.
Yeah.
Or we're taking them back.
Climb a historic monument.
Yeah. I'm talking like climbing something big.
All right. Anybody calling in? No, that means nobody's
That means the
calling.
ringer's off.
All right.
What else do we have to do until then? I know what we can do until then.
What?
We can do the thing.
What thing?
A thing.
I know. That's what I
Up,
thought.
son.
Oh, we can wait for the thing.
Oh, who do we got? Who's this?
Hello?
Hello?
Isn't there a button you
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Is anyone there?
Ouch. All right then. Let's try that again. Give a call back.
I don't know how.
Oh yeah, we have caller ID.
Yeah, but we tried that once and it didn't work.
I know.
Seriously?
I know. I don't know.
Like,
So
we haven't been doing this for a long time.
let's pick somebody. We could
From
just
where?
pick somebody right from here. Just say who wants to spin, and the first one to write it is spinning. But we got to figure out where they're from. Someone's calling. Okay.
Christina, you might have to talk into the phone.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
We can.
Who's this?
Sweet. It's Wendy.
Wendy?
Wendy.
Yes. Yes. Hi, guys.
How's it going?
Guess what?
What?
It's going great.
Excellent. So we have the wheel back. We're not doing the pong tonight. So if you can't pick anybody, Drea's gonna spin it. It's her birthday, anyways.
Birthday spin.
We have on the wheel, so you could win a Bolly box. We have added onto the wheel a carving comb from Donald Scott. We have
Super Silk.
Super Silk?
3 months free of Mevo. We have a super silk kit.
Mevo would be pretty. I'm not gonna lie.
What's that?
I said Mevo would be sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, Dre, let's see if we can do that. And then we have MinervaBeauty.com, some cool stuff from them as well. Let's give it a spin. That's loud.
I missed that noise.
All right, what do we got?
Amika.
Awesome.
All right. So all you have to do is email me, Matt, or
Okay.
email contest@freesaloneducation.com, and I'll send your info to Amika. I just need your address on there, okay?
Okay, where am I sending it again?
To
Where am I sending it?
contest at
Yeah.
freesaloneducation.com. Okay?
Okay.
All right, cool.
Cool beans.
All right. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Okay. Talk to
Thanks.
you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Good job, Thad. Bring the cake over here. Yeah, put it down nice and slow.
All right, Thad, that was smooth.
What's this, Thad, in that white box that they place cakes in?
All right. So, it's Dre's birthday. So, Pudge cakes.
Yay.
We love Pudge cakes.
Yeah, we do.
Always Pudge cakes.
And they make everybody cakes.
Wow.
I asked her when she's going to make a shirt, so I cut the sleeves off and wear it for What Sleeve Wednesday.
Oh, all right.
She said when I stopped being so lazy to design them. I said, okay.
All right, then. Oh, look
so
at that.
pretty.
All right.
Oh,
What does it have on it?
A shoe.
My
and
life.
Some makeup. Makeup
My
and a
life.
shoe.
My
That's
life.
it. That's all it's...
It's
Makeup
and,
and
a high
shoes.
Heel. I love
All
that.
right.
So
Aw.
pretty. That's
Thank you to
awesome.
Pudge Cakes for Drea's delicious cake.
Happy
Looks
birthday,
really
Trey.
fantastic.
Happy birthday, Drea.
Thank you, guys.
Yay.
This is awesome.
All right.
I-
We'll take pictures of it
I was
before
gonna say
Thad
I need
there.
pictures
before
of
Thad
that.
digs into it.
That, just leave it.
Before Thad eats all of your birthday cake and puts it all over social media, like he did with your first one.
Okay. Can you guys finalize the show? I just got to do one thing. Hang on.
Okay.
What do you want us to say?
Well, I got to load Donald Scott's interview onto the thing.
Oh, nice.
Onto the thing. So we're just gonna talk about some stuff.
Well, are we wrapping up?
Yep.
Sort of. Thanks for
Okay, so we'll wrap up slowly.
Slowly.
thank you
Thank you
for watching.
following
stop.
us.
Sad, you just killed it.
I was gonna say, Justin, there's a lot of glitter on this cake. I don't think you can have.
I'm
any.
not. I'm actually. When we're done, I'm walking out the front door to get my stuff out the back door, and then I'm screaming out of here.
But it's
We're,
edible
we're going to
glitter.
slap you with that high heel that has all the glitter all over it.
They'll never find your body, Thad.
It's edible glitter.
I know.
It's still glitter.
It's for glitter.
So pretty.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna sit over here.
You would think it was spiders all over that.
Everyone's given so much love to Drea. Drea, which birthday was this?
26.
Nice.
42. Don't let her lie to you.
Well done.
Really?
You old hag. You look great for 50.
Wow.
You cover the grays well. You look great, Drea.
Wow.
Dre doesn't have any grays.
I know, she covers them well.
I think I have like 3 gray hairs. Brian pointed them out to me.
Did I cause them
Wait,
all?
is that one right there? Maybe.
Yeah, there's one in the front.
All right. Done.
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 So we have Donald Scott's interview coming up.
It's a great interview.
Now here's the deal. It's a fantastic interview. It's a half an hour long. So I was really excited about it. And halfway through the footage, somehow we only had Donald Scott's camera. So halfway through it. So I added in some things. Thad gave me some ideas of just throwing in the pictures of the carving comb and stuff. So as we're talking, it works its way through, and you get to see Donald.
Well, you get all the good information.
We've got some drawings of unicorns.
Yeah, you see the most important part, which is Donald Scott. So thank God it wasn't just my camera that we had left. That would have been weird. But so I hope you guys enjoy this. Follow Brian Hair on Instagram.
Follow me on everything as Hairstyle, Haire style.
Dre Day 2289.
Follow Drea. Wish her happy birthday.
I am Justin Scott. Disclaimer: I never blocked any of you. I deleted Facebook, so I had a lot of people thinking I blocked them. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I just don't want to talk to anybody on there, so I just deleted it.
Okay.
I didn't notice.
All right.
I don't talk to you.
Follow Christina.
_Steeny.
And
Thad Bolognese.
Thad Bolognese. And follow us on everything at Free Salon Education. Also, remember Periscope for this weekend. Free Salon Education. You guys can watch everything happening live. And that's pretty much it. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this interview with Donald. Hey guys, this is Matt Beck from FreeSalonEducation.com here with one of my favorite people on the planet, Donald Scott. I've known for probably about 10 years. We've probably spoken 5 times.
5 times,
But
exactly.
every time it's been a great conversation. You're a great guy. And
Thank
I'm
you,
so
Matt.
excited about your new adventure with your product that you've had that we're going to get into. So let's just start off. Donald Scott, you have a salon in New York, right? Or tell me what your deal is now. What do you have going on? Let's start with
Actually, our focus right now is razor artistry, free-form precision with our tools.
Okay.
Okay, starting a new movement in the razor industry.
Okay.
Okay, no one ever reinvented the category. It's a new category of razor artistry.
Yeah,
Okay,
which is
so-
true because when you look at this product, it's not a typical razor. Nothing about any of this is a typical razor. So why don't we break down? Was this the original thought?
This is the original idea. This is your iPhone 6. Okay. This is your iPhone 6.
Okay.
The original was your iPhone 3.
Okay.
Okay, but it evolved.
All right.
All right. Now we have a new T-top.
Yes.
It's weighted. It's a zinc alloy T-top. And how I originally got to this was I was a precision-oriented hair cutter.
Okay.
All right. I only used scissors. I started with Paul Mitchell.
Right.
All right. Trained with the first generation Sassoon. Okay. And we weren't allowed to use razors. So the thing was, necessity is the mother of invention. I started gluing razors to combs and came up with the carving comb.
That's
okay?
interesting.
But I had put a comb on it, okay? Because I never wanted to put the razor down and just use my scissors. So this is my comb. This is my precision. Flip it around. So we've got 3 tools in one.
Right.
We have our scissors. With 3 tools in one, we have our scissors. All right, so I've got 3 cutting tools in my hand at the same time.
Right.
We've got a channel carve, which cuts 50%. We've got a 100% carve, which cuts 100%. This cuts 50%. Did I say that?
I think so,
okay.
yes.
But I use it with my scissors in my hand at the same time.
See, that's what's very interesting, and I don't think a lot of people know that.
No.
Which is what we got to get that out there. So this video is saying it. I'm going to make a video saying it, and I think that's one of the key things about this. You can use a razor and a scissor at the same time, but not just a razor. You have 2 different types of razor.
Yes.
So let's break that down. So the 50% cutting side, why would you?
Okay, I put channels in it.
Okay.
Okay, so instead of having to point cut or to give you that texture on the face or the texture, the interior of the shape, to add more dimension into your hair, I'll use the channel carve.
Okay.
All right, or against the face. If I'm cutting 100%, I'll use the 100% carve, which has no channels. Okay, but we coined the phrase free form precision. This is my free form. This is my precision. I'll comb, I'll cut spontaneously.
Yeah.
What I'll do is if I want some texture, I'll just pick it up and I'll texture it. Continue using the razor or continue using the scissor, or what I'll do is I'll go right back to the razor.
Right.
So I've got 3 tools in my hands. So what it does, it makes the hair artist a lot more creative.
Right.
Spontaneously, Matt.
Well, and what I'm picturing right now in my mind is I have my scissors and I cut a blunt line, into the haircut, and then I just flip the razor right away, and I soften the edge.
Exactly.
And then I can keep moving on, and I don't have to. And there's a big difference between trying to elevate hair and cutting with a scissor, and holding hair and softening it with a razor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or you can cut your blunt line. Okay, you cut your blunt line, and then texture the interior of it.
The interior, yeah.
So, but keep your outside edge blunt, and what you're going to do is then you'll texture the interior.
Well, and that's another movement I don't think a lot of hairdressers do. The scooping underneath, razoring underneath the hair.
Yes.
What does that really do?
It'll create volume.
Okay.
It'll create texture. We can debulk the hair.
Right.
Okay? We can blend the hair. The 50% carve is great for blending color. You know when you get that line of demarcation in the hair?
Right.
And you want to blend it, you just take the 50% carve and
Okay.
just go right through it.
Nice.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it's really in the hands of the hair artist how spontaneous they want to be with it.
Okay.
All right? But it's a new movement. No one's ever designed a new razor before.
Right.
So we've got new razors. Then what we did was, do you want to hear about the other couple
Of course
other
I
ones?
do. I want to hear about all of them.
Okay,
So let's talk about, the two different types. Because, yes, you have your precision comb, you have your tight teeth, your heavy tent, or what do you call it?
Well, the fine teeth are for more tension.
More tension, right.
More tension, finer hair, normal hair. Then what I used to do when I first had this, I used to cut every tooth out. Every other tooth.
Okay.
All right, because I wanted a softer feeling to it. It was great for thicker hair.
This is what I love about you. If it wasn't working, you just made it your own.
Yeah,
right
just
away.
start cutting it out.
Right, yeah. Okay, so you were cutting it out.
So I cut out every other. I was taking a fine tooth and cutting every other tooth out. Okay, so then we came up with the wide tooth Carving Comb Pro. Okay, same head. Okay, still 50%, 100% carve, but with a softer feel.
Right.
Okay, for thicker curly hair.
Yeah, I like that
thicker
with curly hair.
This seems to be my favorite when I pick up my favorite. It's my favorite because, and I also use this for redefining the hair.
Okay.
Because I used to redefine after the shape was finished. What's great about these tools is I created this is our first liquid tool glide.
I love that.
Finally.
This is the best smelling product ever, too. I don't know where you found that scent, but it's great.
It has coconut oil and sunflower oil in it.
Okay.
We went through 100 sprayers to get that perfect spray pattern. Noticed how you can't even see the spray?
Right.
No kidding.
I was like,
okay. There's no water drops just to get the perfect spray. It's
Yeah.
great for your hands, but it's a liquid tool glide that we
Smells
use
so
with
good.
the razors. Okay? So we've broken the myths about cutting hair dry with razors, cutting curly hair
Right.
with razors, cutting wet hair. So we prepare the hair, it smooths the cuticle layer, so the hair so the blades glide through the hair.
Yeah.
It makes our razors perform.
you put that in the wet hair, right?
Yes.
For cutting, and then as you blow it dry, it'll help smooth it as well, or?
Today, this is our new launch.
Right.
This is the first day that we're doing this. We've been using this to smoothing iron with your hot tools.
Right.
The hair shines amazingly.
Okay.
Amazing. I mean, the hair. So it's great for finishing the hair as well, which we just found out.
Right.
But it was designed exclusively for our razor, but it's for our razor cutting.
Okay.
To work at its optimum performance. But it's great as a finishing tool.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Would you also recommend that as for cutting as well, obviously? Because
Absolutely.
You're going to do it all at the same time anyways. So.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But it protects the hair from damage.
Nice.
Okay, it protects the hair from damage. And it smells amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you could spray that on it. No one would be upset about that. It's actually funny because you sprayed that, and this happens to me all the time. I always get like a mist of
see
it. And sometimes I'm like, oh, that was not good. And it just comes. You could spray it over here all day, and I would be fine. So
well, it's great for your skin too, Matt. I mean, it's great for your skin. We use it to use on our skin. It's just beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Actually,
it's coconut oil.
sunflower oil, green tea extract,
Okay.
and silk powder.
Okay. Nice.
It's-
I love it.
Great stuff.
All right. So we have the 2 carving combs, the prepare, then this evolution of the carving comb happened.
Okay. Then there's the traditional razor, and there was the carving comb. Then there was a call. We positioned the swivel twist
Right.
in between the carving comb and the straight razor. Okay. So what we did was, obvious it doesn't have a comb on it.
Right.
All right. We made the cutting edge. We made the blade closer to the cutting edge.
Okay.
Okay. Notice on the carving comb. Okay. See, the blade is closer to the cutting edge.
Okay.
The channel carve, 50%, 25%.
Okay.
Great for finer, thinner hair.
Okay.
Okay. Then I put a swivel on it.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of times, but I still use this comb. So I'm combing. I'm using the 100%. If I want to take out some bulk or I want some texture, I'll just swivel it around without having. I used to have to take my finger out of it.
Right.
Okay. Now I'll just swivel it around and carve.
Okay.
Or carve. Great for finer hair. Great for fringe. Great for men's hair.
And how's the tension on the swivel in that? Is it pretty? Let me feel it. Is this purposely like this?
A little snug.
Yeah.
When they're new, they tend to get a little snugger.
Okay.
A little tighter.
Okay, but it stays pretty. It's not like gonna flop around very much, right?
No.
Okay, cool. Because I love this because you can adjust it. But when it's flopping around everywhere, it gets a little bit hard.
It's still
you know?
harder.
But just hard to get your finger in there when you're working and stuff. But I love the quality of this. I love the feel because this was always plastic.
Yes, now it's got a rubber grip on it.
Yes.
It's so funny how I did this ergonomic twist. I actually did it on a stove.
Okay.
Burned my fingers all up. All right. Did it on the stove, twisted it.
Okay.
Okay. And then and someone told me, oh, you could have done that in boiling water.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you
but
could have
who
done
would've
that
thought?
in boiling
Yeah.
oil.
Yeah.
What I love about, but you don't even have to put your finger in there if you don't want. You can
Right.
use it like a pencil.
Yeah.
Okay, you can use it without your finger in it. It's whatever you're comfortable
The
with.
thing I find most interesting, though, is I never realized that the teeth were closer to the blade on this, and I didn't realize it was 25% as opposed to 50%.
Yes.
I never looked at those I looked at them as 2 different preferences, I guess, but I never looked at them as 2 different tools. So
Yeah.
I like that.
What's nice is to have all the tools in your hand. I mean, in your bag at the same time.
Right.
We call it then you become dangerous.
Yeah.
You become dangerous because you're ready for anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so moving into we've broken down the carving comb, the twist, and now we have another product.
This is so wonderful. Okay, let me take this off first. First of all, I've done a lot of tours of Asia.
Okay.
I used to collect chopsticks.
Right.
Okay. I decided to put a razor in a chopstick.
Of course you did. Did you burn it in?
Well, first of all, I was at a Japanese restaurant, and I didn't have a knife to cut my food.
Okay.
So I decided to put a knife in the chopstick so I could go into and cut my food out. So I said, hey, this would be a good idea to cut hair with.
That's a good idea.
I'm kidding, but anyway.
Oh, I was like, wow. Did you patent that?
I
Because you will now.
I will now.
Yeah. Okay.
So our original, which was just last year, it just came out, okay, was plastic.
Right.
It is now a billet aluminum. Feel the
Okay.
weight of this.
Yeah, this is another huge upgrade that you've added to the iPhone 6 of your Razor
Yes,
collection. The weight of it is it
more
makes it
quality,
more balanced. Yeah,
more balanced.
Feels good in your hand. Yeah.
And it goes through the hair. And it glides through the hair so easily.
Okay.
Because of the weight.
Is it the same type of blade? It's a different blade, right? On the
It's
chopstick?
a different blade.
Okay.
It's a different blade. Okay, it's a guarded blade. Okay, and you carve with it, section with it.
Okay.
Okay, what we do is we weave with it.
Okay.
We'll weave and turn it around and cut. We'll notch with it. Okay, it's a new take on the straight razor.
Right.
On a traditional razor.
Yeah.
The blade in here actually has a notch. Okay?
Okay.
Where most blades, once it's dull, it's dull. What we do with the notch is we just take a coin and we push that blade down and it exposes a brand new blade.
What? Let me
Get
see
it?
this. Okay, so yeah, I see what you're saying.
There's a little notch. You take the blade out.
Yeah.
And you just push it, and it just moves the blade away from the guard.
Okay.
So you've got an extension.
That's great.
It's a really sexy tool.
Yeah.
It's a very it's up for design awards and everything, but it's simple.
Yeah.
Simplicity.
And that's usually the best thing, you know? When it's overcomplicated, just, you know. But
So-
that's great.
Then I figured, well, you need to have, so we put this, by the way, it's all patented. We've got all our patented tools.
Okay.
The tools are all patented. The T-top, the zinc alloy T-top is patented.
Okay.
Then we put our little foam grip on it.
Yeah.
In case you want a little bit more. Now, you know what those grips are, right?
Well, I used to put them on my pencils in high school, right? All right. So we're on the same page. And it was fantastic. Yeah.
And I said, geez, I need a grip on there. Where am I going to get a grip? And I said, aha. It was the aha moment. I said, I used to use these on my pencils, so I went to Staples or one of the stores, and I got the little foam grips on it, and I said, there you go.
There it is.
I said, so now we have our little foam grip on it.
Yeah, that's great.
You know?
Especially with it being the aluminum, if you're doing a lot of work, you know, with
great.
different products and stuff in your hands, having that grip.
What's nice is I always use, because I'm so used to it, I always use the comb, whether the fine comb or the wide tooth comb.
Okay.
Okay. I always use the wide tooth, the fine tooth comb as my comb.
Right.
So I continue to have 1, 2, 3 cutting edges in my hand at the same time.
Yeah, and that's so great. And I remember the day that you told me that that's why you invented it in the first place. I was like, okay, that totally makes sense, because everybody's like, well, why can't you just have a comb and a razor in your hand at the same time? You can, but you can't have a comb, a razor, and a pair of scissors at the same time. So I love this product. I love also, I mean, we have a couple more here.
Yep.
But the thing I love the most about this is the price point.
Oh.
It's not crazy at all, you know, and it's affordable for every hairstylist, and it's a tool that you will grab on pretty much every haircut, if not every haircut, because you're using it as a comb anyways. So
it's just a new. I said I always say, I use the analogy is when an artist paints a painting.
Right.
He doesn't paint a painting with one brush in his hand.
Right.
He's got a handful of brushes. He's got a handful of trowels. So when he spontaneously sees something, he'll take a different brush and paint.
Right.
Or he'll take a different trowel and paint. Okay.
Right.
And he's spontaneous. He's doing whenever the mood hits.
Right.
So it brings the hair artist more. It makes him more creative.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It makes him so much more creative. It's so much exciting. And it's what's really great is anyone can use it.
Yeah.
It's very easy to use.
It really is.
All right. And the reason why we call it a carving comb, because we don't come into it and chop at the hair. We carve
You're carving.
the shape.
Yeah.
We carve it. Keep that cuticle layer flat.
And whose decision was it to put the black tee on the silver and the silver tee on the black? Because that's my favorite part.
I did.
Okay.
But I kept changing it back and forth.
You did?
Because I says, but you know what? I says, no, I'm going to keep it as is, because what brings it out is the T-top now is a different material.
Yeah.
So I wanted to show the different material.
Yeah. Well, it was smart because it caught my eye right away. It was one of
Isn't it
my
great?
first things I noticed, and I loved it.
You're the best, Matt.
All right, so we have 2 more products, right?
I could go through them,
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
We don't have a time limit.
Huh.
We don't have a boss.
Great.
Actually, they might kick us out of here, but I don't know.
And my plane isn't until tomorrow. So
Me neither, so we're
okay.
good. Yeah.
Hi.
All right.
Okay. This is our DSX4.
Okay.
Okay. This is your, for all intents and purposes, our nape razor.
Okay.
Okay. Today I've been using it as a notching razor. It's got the ergonomic handle. I twisted the handle so when you put your finger in it, you're cutting on a plane.
Okay.
You're cutting on a flat plane.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I like to use it with the prepare on the skin for your nape, around your ears, for detailing your beard.
Smart.
Okay. Come into it.
And that glides across the skin pretty well?
Oh, beautiful. And everybody can use it because a lot of people have been saying,
Yeah, it does have a nice slip.
Smooth.
Yeah.
And you know what, Matt? A lot of people have been saying, well, we're not allowed to use these in our state. But yes, you can because it has a mesh guard on it.
Yep.
Okay, it has a mesh guard on it. It's a beautiful little tool.
Yeah.
I've been using it to notch out fringe bangs. I've been using the notch out tools with it. So it's up to the hair artist.
Yeah, and the other great thing is it's not super long, so that when you're working on a nape or something like that, if you have too long of a blade, it gets in the way. So if you're working on a hairline or around the ear, and you have too long of a blade, it's very difficult. You'll end up taking an eyebrow off when you're trying to work the hairline, right? So it's perfect size. It works. Works awesome.
It's great on your girlfriend's bikini lines.
That's right.
It's great on your bikini line if you want, hey, wherever you're at,
Yeah. I haven't tried that one yet.
Oh, really? I haven't. Well, you got to be careful.
Yeah,
You got to get in.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sign
you don't
a
want to
waiver
sneeze
first.
or slip,
Right. Yeah, that's a lifelong.
Yeah, that's a lifelong thing. I love, since we upgraded it and we put the weight in it, it's so wonderful because they feel like a real tool. They glide through the hair with the new prepare. We prepare the hair. Okay, but the people say, why can you do what you can with razors? That's always been a myth. We do it because we prepare the hair.
Right.
Okay. Last but not least, but I want to get into the Blade Club as well. Last but not least is our broomstick.
And the funny thing about this, you saw the podcast. I don't know if you saw this part, but Brian takes this and he goes right over his eyebrow. Which freaked me out because I've done that before and I lost my entire eyebrow. Not with that tool, but with another one. But this one does work really well for all different stuff.
Yes, I did see him do that.
Did you get freaked out too?
No, because what happened once is it has three notches.
Okay.
It cuts from about 1/8 of an inch to about 1/4 of an inch.
Oh, wow, okay.
But one time, and I automatically, usually I do it in the morning, automatically when I get out of the shower, I'll just take it and come through it like this.
Oh my gosh, you're going to do it too. See?
Okay? And come through it like this. But one time I forgot, and it didn't have the blade on it, and I did lose my eyebrow.
Yeah, that's a rough. So
Thank God it grows back.
What is that setting that you have it on there?
This setting is, I think, on 2.
Okay.
And there's the third
So
one.
if you want Donald Scott length eyebrows, set it at a 2, and and we're good. Okay, so that's great. And what else is it good for?
Okay. Your hairlines.
Hairlines.
Around. I do my sideburns with it. We're positioning it as a great tool for retail.
Okay.
It's TSA approved. We put 2 batteries in it now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We got 2 AAA batteries. The motor's much stronger. It's much sharper. Okay, you just push it on. You just pull it off. Okay. Again, great for male grooming. Great for female grooming. Bikini line. Your grandmother's whiskers.
Okay. All right.
That's your groomstick.
Okay. All right, cool. So, and this is, what would you retail this in the salon for?
Well, we're retailing it for it's for $17.95.
Okay.
Okay. You can get you $25 for it.
Okay, great.
You can get $25, $29.95 for it.
Yeah, very cool. And
It's
this
nice.
is something. It looks great too. So any guy in the salon is gonna buy that up.
A friend of mine. He's blue collar. He owns East End Asphalt.
Okay.
A big guy, but he said I'm very metro when I get home. He gets manicures, pedicures. He grooms himself. He's got 2 of them. He's got one in his kit that he travels with.
Okay.
And he's got one home.
Yeah, I think that's a great tool for all of that. And I was wondering where you were positioning that. within the razors. And
I love it in the
like
salon.
Yeah.
You know, because I can never find a buzzer or somebody else has a trimmer.
Yeah.
So I keep it in my tool belt all the time.
Okay.
I take it out and I could use it on my client. It's great for your grooming, for your beard.
Yeah.
You groom your beard with it.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's not a heavy duty. You can't go through thick hair with
Right.
it, but it's great for your hair, for grooming. I do it on my sideburns, around the ear. If I want to take out a little bulb, it's a great, beautiful tool.
Awesome.
All around tool.
All right, great. So we have all these fantastic tools that you've come up with, but you've now launched a new website, and you have a new program, which I think is phenomenal. So let's talk about that new program.
Yeah, she's got it. Thank you, Bridget.
All right.
Okay. Throughout the years, the biggest challenge we've had is people, I'm sure you've experienced this.
Yeah.
People cannot get blades.
Right.
They're around, but they can't get a box of blades.
Yeah, they
when they're-
forget, or, like the closest beauty supply store is 30 minutes from me, where I know I could get Donald Scott blades, you know? So it's tough. And I think a lot of hairdressers would just say, all right, well, I guess this week I'm going to have to use this blade again. So, and wait till next week. Now you've got this going on. So,
And if you're using dull blades, you're damaging the hair.
right. And that's where people don't, you can't cut curly hair with a razor. Well, you can't cut curly hair with a dull razor.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And dry hair with a dull razor. You can't do those things. But with fresh blades on every cut, you can. So let's talk about the
You
program.
gotta have fresh blades. It glides through the hair. You use the prepare, so it glides through the hair. We came up with the Blade Club.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. One of I don't know if it was Thaddeus or someone said it's like the Dollar Shave Club.
Sort of. Yeah.
Okay. It's the first in the industry. It's our sort of it is.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's our Blade Club. You can order 1 box, 5 boxes, whatever you want. We replenish your blades up to every 3 months.
Right.
Every 3 months, you get free blades, free shipping.
Okay.
Okay, and you get up to 20% savings, free shipping, and you can adjust your amount anytime.
Okay.
You're not locked into anything.
You have rollover minutes. So if I order 2 minutes. So we have the blade. So the Blade Club I buy into. I decide how many I want to get a month. And then if it's too many, then we can cut it back. And if it's not enough, we can add to it.
And
right?
you could skip a month if you want.
Okay.
You could skip that. You could say, I have enough, so I don't send them to me that month.
And how do they log on to do that? So it's just basically.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
Blake. I just made a funny noise.
That's okay.
I just went like that. How did I do that?
I don't know.
But yeah, they log on, okay, and they could join the Blade Club on
Okay.
our new website came up. If anyone wants to see the tools being used, they could go to the website.
Okay.
I hope it'll be on your.
Yeah,
some
we're
of the
gonna.
things.
I'm gonna create videos all over the place with this stuff because I love it, and I like working with you. So we're gonna.
Absolutely.
We will have video reviews, but for the word for word. I mean, you came up with this product, so check out your website, which is
DonaldScottNYC.com.
Yes, and you have some education videos on there and all that.
We have like tutorials. Like each tool will have maybe a 1 or 2 minute tutorial, and then they'll have a longer version of maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
Of different techniques, and we'll constantly doing it. We have an insider club also to sign on, where we'll be coming up with new ideas, new tools.
Okay.
Which I would love you guys to be part of.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel the same when they said Matt Beck and I saw you. I said, I know Matt. Of course I know Matt.
Well, and we have you have such a great team as well. I've met a lot of your team before. So
Jason.
Yes, Jason.
Jason Clemens,
Yep.
Rachel King.
Yep.
Bridget. We have who else? Who else is that? Jana.
Okay.
Jana. I don't know Jana's last name, but we. Yeah, and we're. But by the way, too, Matt, we're always looking for new talent.
Okay. All right.
Because we just launched, we just rebranded, as you could see, and we want some new exciting talent to join our team.
You know what we should do? We should do some sort of cool little contest where people could submit razor cutting videos, and maybe we'll give them a little kit of your tools to the winner, right?
Perfect.
And then maybe we could find some talented razor cutting people.
Excellent.
I'll talk to you about that more.
Without a doubt.
We'll get the
I
details.
would love to do stuff.
Yeah, we'll
with
make
you
a
guys.
video like that, and then we can get people submitting videos to win, some cool products. So
Absolutely.
All right, cool. So what they need
Did
to
I
do.
miss anything, anybody? I don't know if I missed anything. No, okay.
Did we miss anything? We're good.
No, did I get it? Okay.
All right, so we have this is what you got to do. Go to donaldscottnyc.com, browse the products, pick them up. I mean, $35. How much is this guy? The twist?
About same thing,
About
$39.
the same thing.
The billet aluminum chopstick pro is $39.95.
It's awesome. So these are not products. These are not over $100 products. You could get one of each of these to be a part of your salon, and also the Prepare, which I'm gonna load up on that.
Whatever you got or whatever you want, we'll get
Because everybody
it to you.
needs, everybody talks about wanting a cutting tool or cutting styling tool to go in their products. So definitely check it out. Get your products from donaldscottnyc.com and join the Blade Club. What do you need?
It's so funny. They're showing me how much are the blades, and I just said to them, I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna say
I think they're $12.95.
Yeah, it was usually
for a
around
10
like
pack.
12.
Yeah, they're somewhere around.
But if you're part of the Blade Club, you get a discount.
Yes, you get up to 20% discount.
Which is awesome, based on the amount you order,
based
right?
on the amount and free shipping.
So you're talking about unlimited blades. They'll be coming to your salon. You never have to worry about it. I think it's awesome. I'm totally joining that club. So again, check out Donald. Follow him. Social media. I've been seeing you guys on
Absolutely.
Instagram.
Please.
It's Donald Scott NYC, right?
Donald
Pretty much
Scott NYC
everything.
.com.
Okay, cool. So, and we're going to, right now, if anybody, Robert, if you could figure out who we can give these stools to. Does anybody want some cutting stools? They're free. And they're very comfortable, but you have to take them home. Yeah? All right, guys, we're going to give away these Minerva Beauty cutting stools, minervabeauty.com. So we got to get up. But
That's
thank
amazing.
you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Donald. You're the best.
Thanks. So are you.
And
Thank
we'll
you.
see you guys
Thanks,
on
Thaddeus.
the next video. Thanks.
Watch Splitting Hairs, the Hairdressers Podcast, live every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or as close as we can get it.